Okay, so I don't know if I said that the last video was the last video or what order you're going to watch them in, but I have one more concept that I really want to. I'm going to call it review, but I know that we forget how to do this, and that is adding fractions. Adding fractions. So there are many times that you can kind of get around adding fractions by using what I taught you about converting decimals and then working with the decimals in the problem. Lots of times that's going to work out for you. Okay. But every once in a while, you really are going to have to add fractions and add fractions with different denominators. So I really want to remind you how to do it. And if maybe you didn't get a good lesson in that the first time around, this will help you. And if you're really stuck, please email me and I will send you more videos about adding fractions, okay? And maybe practice if you want practice. So this is just kind of a quick, let's remember how to do this. So when I have, let's say like a 1/2 and let's say sorry, make it a plus, plus 1/3. I cannot just add them right now because they're not the same. This is saying I have a pizza and I have a half of it. This is saying I have a pizza and I have 1/3 of it. I can't just say I have 2 pieces. This is so not the same as this piece. Okay? What if I'm like, oh, I ate a piece, and they're like, I ate a piece. We did not eat the same amount of pizza. So I cannot just say 2 of anything. All right? So I have to get this number to be the same so that our pizzas are divided the same. So when we're saying I ate 2 pieces, I ate the same 2 pieces you ate, and we're really comparing that in the same way. Okay? So what I do is I find the least common multiple. What number do both of the 2 and the 3 go into? And I want the smallest one, because if you go really big, you'll get the same answer, but there'll be an extra step at the end. So I'm going to work with 6 and 6. And keep that plus sign. So you ask yourself, what did you multiply 2 by to get 6? The answer is 3. So I do the same to the top. 1 times 3 is 3. And then I ask myself, what did I multiply 3 by to get 6? And the answer is 2. So I do the same to the top, and 1 times 2 is 2. Now I have a pizza with the same number of pieces. They both have 6 pieces. So now we see they didn't just both eat 1 piece. This person ate 3 pieces, and this person ate 2 pieces. Okay? So what I do now is to add them, I add or combine the top numbers, and I like to say combine because they might be negatives, and it's the same exact process if they're negatives. So I combine the top numbers, positive 3, positive 2, I get positive 5, and then you keep the bottom. Because the bottom is telling us out of how many. So it's not out of 12, it's out of 6. It's 5 out of the 6 pieces we're eating. Okay, so 5 over 6. Let's do one with, see, I shouldn't even have wrote. I said I wrote. Oh my goodness. That's how you can tell it's the end of the day on a Friday. I need to make my videos earlier in the day so I don't say things like that. But I should have wrote, not wrote, combining fractions. Because I can do the same exact thing with a negative, and it doesn't change anything at all, except at the end, instead of doing 3 plus 2, I do 3 minus 2, and I get 1 over 6. Okay? And this is one of the reasons I tell you to keep the negative sign in the top number. Okay? This is like the perfect example. Because think about it. If my negative was here, that is going to be really confusing in this problem. But if I know my negative really kind of goes up here, then this word combining makes sense. I'm combining a positive 3 and a negative 2, and I get a positive 1. Okay, so you're going to start noticing as we get further in the math, some of these little rules that I've given you start making sense. Oh, that's why we do it. Okay, that's me kind of knowing where we're going to go with this math and trying to make it a little bit easier for you. So it might be a new rule you have to memorize, but once you have that rule memorized, it's going to help you in the middle of a problem. And you might not even notice it. And I'll try to point it out as much as possible. And you might not even notice it till eighth grade. Oh, that's why Mrs. Thompson said to do that. Okay? So this is just one example of why that negative really does go in the top. Like I said, if combining fractions, adding and subtracting fractions is something that you struggle with, please let me know. I will give you more help on that. Okay, thanks, guys.